Hey guys, welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise here on Mama's Basement. Today we've got the Houston Astros. We open up the post-All-Star game portion of the season with a 6-game AL West road trip against the Astros and the Athletics. Now we're going to speed things up a little bit. I'm still playing the games, but I will not be making a highlight video for every single game that I play. That way I can play them on fast play mode. So the first game of the 3-game series with the Astros, we fall 3-2 in Houston. The Astros lead the season series 3-2. This was game number 90 for us. We fall to 38-52. The Astros improved to 46-44. Jose Altuve went 3 for 5 with a double. AJ Reed 1 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. For us, Matt Dominguez goes 3 for 4, still yet to drive in a run for us. Jorge Polanco 2 for 4 with an RBI. So some trade deadline news. As the trade deadline approaches in the next couple of weeks, we have traded minor league relief pitcher Joe Livingston to the Seattle Mariners, 22-year-old from Venezuela, on a minor league contract that runs for the next 2 years. Also, Charlie Culberson, the minor league third baseman, has been traded to the Mariners. He's 27 years old. His potential is a B. He has not been realizing that potential just yet. He's got 2 years of a $600,000 contract remaining. And in return, we get starting pitcher Luis Gohara, a 20-year-old from the Dominican Republic. His potential is a B, has decent velocity at 83 and good stamina, and he just has a minor league contract. So on to the second game of the 3-game series with the Astros. We fall once again by the same score, 3-2. Astros improved to 47-44. We fall to 38-53. This was game number 91. Brian Dozier went 2 for 3 with a home run for us. Jason Castro 3 for 3 with a double and an RBI for the Astros. Carlos Correa 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Phil Hughes gets the loss. He falls to 5-11. Goes 7 innings, gives up 8 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Dallas Keuchel with the win for the Astros, and Ken Giles picks up his 14th save. All right, some more trade deadline news. For us, we have traded minor league starting pitcher Lewis Thorpe to the Los Angeles Dodgers. His potential was a B. He was sitting at 66. He's 21 years old from Australia and has a 2-year, $540,000 contract remaining. Also, shortstop prospect Nick Gordon, who was very unhappy with his role in the minor leagues and was not progressing very quickly. He's just 21 years old, still has a lot of potential, a very good pickup for the Dodgers. We like Jorge Polanco at short for our future. Jake McGee as well, our lone all-star. The closer, 89 overall, a B potential, and he is on the final year of a $3.1 million contract. In return, the Twins get starting pitcher Carlos Frias. He is a 72 overall, a C potential, 27 years old from the Dominican Republic, and he has a 1-year, $560,000 contract. We also get starting pitcher Alex Wood, and he will come break into the rotation and probably take the place of Tyler Chatwood. He's got a B potential. He was 79 overall with the Dodgers at the time of this trade, and he was very unhappy in his role. He was in the minor leagues, and he expects to be in the majors in the rotation. And as you can see, he is happy with the Twins now, and his overall has improved to 84. Also, we have picked up another starting pitcher, Jose De Leon. His potential is an A. He's a top 50 prospect, and he will start off at AAA. So, a quick recap of the 2 trades that we made. The first one, the Mariners received Joe Livingston. He is 22 years old. 61 overall, potential a C, a 3-year, $48,000 contract. We send him to the Mariners, along with Charlie Culberson. He has a 2-year, $600,000 contract. His potential is a B. We pick up Luis Gohara, just 20 years old. His potential is a B, and he will be at AA Chattanooga. In the trade with the Dodgers, we send 3 players to Los Angeles. Lewis Thorpe, 21-year-old starting pitcher. Nick Gordon, 21-year-old shortstop. And Jake McGee, 89 overall, potential of B. may look like we gave up a little bit too much, but we did get the rest of Jake McGee's contract off the books. Nick Gordon was not happy, and Lewis Thorpe, pretty decent pickup for the Dodgers there. But we get Jose De Leon. He's a top 50 prospect. Overall is 70. Potential is an A. We get Alex Wood. He'll break into the rotation right away. His overall is improved to 84. His potential is a B. And throw in Carlos Frias, 27-year-old. Overall 72. Potential a C. So I like what we did there. We're stocking up on young, good, talented pitching arms. As we head into game number 92 of the season, Lance McCullers starts for the Astros. He's 5-3 with a 3.47 ERA, giving up 103 hits in 106 innings. And Tyler Chatwood will make the start for the Twins. It might be his last, as Alex Wood will probably take his spot in the rotation. He's 1-8 with a 6.70 ERA. We'll consider sending Tyler Chatwood down or just moving him to the bullpen for a little bit more of a longer leaf presence in our bullpen. First inning, Byron Buxton drives one into the gap in right center field. It gets all the way to the wall. Buxton's going to head around second, and he's going to end up sliding into third with a leadoff triple to start the game. Next batter is Danny Santana. Danny Santana steps in with Buxton at third, and Santana grounds it right back up the middle for a base hit. Buxton comes in to score, and Santana is on to first base. Brian Dozier steps in now. Brian Dozier leading the team in home runs. With Santana second now, Dozier grounds it into right field. Santana's coming around third. He'll score as the throw is up the first base line. Brian Dozier with the RBI. The Twins jump out to a 2-0 lead in the middle of the first. Second inning, Jason Castro steps into the box. He's batting much better against righties than he is lefties. With 2 outs, the delivery from Chatwood, and Castro drives it deep to right field. That one is into the crowd across the bullpen. Beautiful afternoon here in Houston, and the Astros are on the board with a solo home run off the bat of Jason Castro. Fifth inning. Jason Castro again. He's batting .317. That home run was his 8th. And Tyler Chatwood rings him up. And Jason Castro has a little something to say to the umpire. He always does. Jason Castro likes to discuss things with the umpire after every strikeout. All right. Another strikeout by Chatwood. This was Eddie Fagan that goes down looking at the end of the 5th. It's 2-1. Twins with the lead. 7th, Pat Neshek, former Minnesota Twin, comes in. He's 4-0, making his 34th relief appearance. A 2.13 ERA. He does have 3 saves on the year. And he'll face John Ryan Murphy, who's batting .281 with a runner on second and 2 outs. John Ryan Murphy looking to extend the lead for the Twins, and he swings through the slider. John Ryan Murphy goes down swinging. Strikeout for Pat Neshek in the middle of the 7th. Still 2-1 Minnesota. Fernando Abad on for the Twins now, making his 31st relief appearance, a 3.42 ERA, and he will face Colby Rasmus, who's already struck out twice in the game, and Rasmus goes down swinging again. That's the 3rd strikeout that Colby Rasmus has suffered in this game. Jason Castro to the plate now. With 2 outs and nobody on, Fernando Abad gets Castro to swing and miss. And John Ryan Murphy will go to first to complete the strikeout. At the end of 7, it's still 2-1 Minnesota. 8th inning. Chris Cotton on for the Astros. 25th appearance. He's 1-0 with a 3.80 ERA. And his batter that he will be facing is Joe Mauer. Mauer with the bases loaded. Drives it into left field. That one is high. Runner tagging at third is going to be Jorge Polanco. Here comes the throw from Rasmus, and Polanco just gets in there to avoid the tag. And the Twins increase the lead to 3-1 on Joe Mauer's sacrifice fly. 9th inning. Brandon Kinsler on to try to nail down the save. We traded away Jake McGee, our closer, and now we are going to do a little closer by committee. Brandon Kinsler, and he walks Carlos Correa. And that will bring the game-winning run to the plate. And we bring in Kevin Segrist. to face the left-handed batter Colby Rasmus, who struck out 3 times. Runners on first and second with 1 out, a 2-2 count. Here's the delivery from Segrist, and Colby Rasmus wears the golden sombrero there. 4th strikeout of the game for Rasmus. And the game comes down to A.J. Reed now. He's 0 for 3 on the day. A 2-2 count. He represents the game-winning run if he hits a home run. Segrist delivery. Ground ball back up the middle. Segrist has it on to first, and the Twins get the win by a final score of 3-1. Byron Buxton, 1 for 4, led off the game with a triple. Danny Santana, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Brian Dozier, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Joe Mauer with the other run driven in for the Twins. Tyler Chatwood gets the win, just his second win of the season. He's 2-8. Kevin Segrist with his first save of the year. Lance McCullers with the loss for the Houston Astros. All right, we have some more trade deadline news. This one, though, does not involve us, as the San Diego Padres have acquired Brady Aiken, a minor league starting pitcher from the Cleveland Indians, 20-year-old with a potential of a B, and he's on a minor league renewable contract. So Brady Aiken goes to the San Diego Padres, and in return, the Indians will get Travis Jankowski, the center fielder, who's a B potential, 69 overall right now. He's 25 years old. He will improve most likely. He needs to improve his batting. Already a good fielder. He's got a 1-year, $507,000 contract. So far this year for the Padres in 80 games, 168 at-bats. He's batting .250 with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases. And so the Indians will get him to shore up their outfield. All right, the quick look at the standings as we close out this episode of Twins Franchise. The Blue Jays 6 games ahead of the Red Sox. The Indians 4 games ahead of the Royals, 6 over the Tigers. Us and the White Sox are 16 games back. Over in the West, the Mariners have lengthened their lead out just a little bit to 4.5 games, 5.5 over the Angels, 6.5 over the Rangers. The Nationals, 13 games ahead of the Marlins in the NL East. The Cubs, 12 games ahead of the Pirates, 12.5 over the Cardinals. In the Central and out in the West, the Dodgers, an 8.5 game lead over the Giants. The Rockies are 12 back. And pretty soon we'll have to start looking at the wild card standings as well as we get down the stretch of the season. Next up, we have the Oakland Athletics to finish off this 6-game road trip in episode number 86. Like and subscribe if you will. It would be awesome. And we'll catch you next time for the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland Athletics from O.Co Coliseum.